This is the Danelectro Cool Cat Vibe, relatively inexpensive, a sound that is a mixture between a phase shifter and a vibrato, a little bit of pitch shifting involved with it. These are all inexpensive pedals. I got this after I listened, of course, to the Cool Cat Fuzz, which I like a lot, and a couple of their other boxes. So let me run through what I like about this. Right now, all the settings are with the knobs pretty much facing up at 12 o'clock, pointed up at me. As usual, running through the custom Defender, Paul Reed Smith, standard 22 satin. Right off the bat, interesting note, when you hit the switch on the Cool Cat, it takes a second or two for it to switch in. Although there is an obvious jump in volume. Turn the mix up a little bit, turn the intensity down. We'll run through the intensity settings a little bit. This is with the intensity all the way off at about the 9 o'clock. Starts to come in there at about 10:30, 11. At about 1 o'clock. At somewhere near 3:30 or 4, all the way up. You can hear the amplitude pulse. That's the volume coming up and down at that setting. Now with that, sitting at 12 o'clock, going to the mix. This is the mix all the way off. This is at about the 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock. 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock. And then maxed. Now in its max position, you can hear a little bit more of the pitch shift. Now, by fiddling around with different levels of mix and intensity, it actually affects the tone range. Like so. If I take them both, put them at both about 10:30, yeah, more like 10. Then moving the mix up, about the 1 o'clock. Intensity up to 1 o'clock. So the mix and intensity again are both about 1 o'clock. Fun for me in this pedal is finding out the different areas where the mix and the intensity kind of intermix a little bit. The reason being is you can actually get this to pulse a little bit asymmetrically, which means the vibrato pulse or the amplitude pulse doesn't quite match the pitch pulse, which is what I like about it. What I've discovered is I tend to like the intensity down a little lower, the speed at about 11 o'clock, and the mix up fairly high, around 9 or 10. This is a real subtle effect, but what I like about it is when you're running it through distortion, it has a tendency to kind of sit within the distortion. You don't really pick it out immediately. Playing around with that a little bit, you get some of those David Gilmour tones that are like that really subtle wash between a chorus in a phaser. Really addictive. It's a nice sound, kind of something that I haven't really gotten out of any other pedal I've used, although I've tried to. That's something I used similar to this, not similar, but what I've used before this was the DoD Vibro thing. Similar sort of tone variance, or at least effect. This one is just more transparent. I like the interaction better with the other pedals I have. The only real problem I have with it is that it does boost your signal a little bit, but you know, it's something you deal with on a pedal that's this inexpensive. I'm not going to quibble over the fact that it boosts the levels a little bit. As a matter of fact, in their own literature, they even tout the fact that it does add a little bit of grit to the signal. So it seems like it's something that's a premeditated plan on their part. Turn up the intensity a little bit. Hear what I'm talking about? That sort of, there's a sweep within a sweep there. Kind of pulses in and out as the fade happens. Without and with. So on my pedal board, this little pedal has sort of taken the place of my chorus and my trem pedals, taking them out of the loop. Still can't get away from the MXR flanger, which I just have to have. And there's some things I can get chorus-like out of the Electro Harmonix Memory Man. So I'm pretty happy with this one being my replacement for the phases and chorus pedals. So go out, grab one. Nice unit. See ya.